What's up, guys? My name is Aaron, or Ajmarkle. Welcome back to the show. Today, I'm going to be talking about Fnaf theories under Theory Time. And I will also introduce my YouTube series highlight, which I will talk about a YouTube series that you guys should check out if you haven't already. And I will also talk about more YouTube advice. With that, without further ado, let's continue on with the show. Alright, so we're going to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. I want to make a disclaimer before I start with this theory. I'm only going to focus on Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location, and Freddy's Pizza Simulator, which is FNAF 1 through 6. Before I continue, hey, check out my merch. This logo was made by Holly, and I was able, and with her permission, I made some and put them on some t-shirts. Merch down below, and also, check out my store. So without further ado, let's talk about theories. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Hot topic alert! So, there was a line from night 1 where the guy talks about, the guys singing the songs and have a night vision mode and everything, but he also claims that they're kind of got kinks, and he explained if I had to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I didn't get a bath, I'd be pretty irritable myself, which is understandable because, well, if you're irritable about what you been doing for 20 years, I would understand. Now, I talked to a friend. He said it was 1993, and the phone guy doesn't know everything that goes on in the restaurant, which would indicate that he gives misinformation over the phone. That's a hot topic, but I don't know that's 100% something that's legit. Because if you think about it, that would mean that this whole time, either A, the phone guy is a villain the whole time, misinforms the guy on purpose. 2, he's a disillusioned employee that doesn't know anything that goes on before he meets his end, which happens in night 4. And finally, the last reason is he said it on purpose because he was exaggerating. Which, that would kind of ruin the theory and the timeline. It will also make the guy have loose bolts. So, why do I say it's not 93? Because of that line, it would indicate that that was done in 2003, which saying the same stupid songs was in 1983, unless they opened the restaurant earlier than that in 1973, which introduced the animatronics, and it would indicate that 93 will be correct. But there's a problem, a huge problem. There's no clues that indicate the 70s, and the first animatronics in real life was in 1977 by Chuck E. Cheese in real life. Thought I'd let you guys know that so you guys get your information down. Also, something else to point out though is basically the paycheck. I mean, $120 for a week. I mean, that's low pay. But they obviously, as of right now, as I'm speaking, it could have been changed to $15. Who knows? But the federal minimum wage was $7.50. Unless the company, because it was private, probably gave low wages, which is illegal. But then again, the villain, William Afton, do you think he follows the rules? I highly doubt it. So with that said, I still believe and hold on to the fact Five Nights at Freddy's 1 was 2003. 1987, which is around the time of the bite of 87. There was an incident over the phone in FNAF 2, which is done by a different guard. The first guard was Mike Schmidt, which is the identity of Michael Afton, and Jeremy Fitzgerald was the other night guard. Now, some would assume it was actually Michael, but I highly doubt it, because of all the night guards, Jeremy Fitzgerald is the only one that was never fired besides FNAF 3. And he was offered a day shift position after FNAF 6, which might indicate that he was the victim of 87, and I believe the person that did it was the animatronic Mangle, because Mangle hangs up on the ceiling. And because Mangle hangs by the ceiling, it'll indicate that a low attack, which is turned by the jump scare, would indicate that Mangle is highly capable of doing the bite of 87, which takes out this part of the brain, which also indicates damage and judgment. I did a little research on the neurological system and the brain. Now, though, with that, it's making it obvious, FNAF 2 was in 1987, which is the prequel to FNAF 1 instead of sequel. Five Nights at Freddy's 3. This is on a future one, as in it was way after FNAF 1 and 2. but it was not after Freddy's Pizza Simulator. Instead, it was somewhere like before that. It was done by a different company known as Fazbear's Frights as the name for the new haunted side of things. So it would indicate that the company had no idea about Fazbear Entertainment. But the guard, Michael Afton, which is revealed in his location, did. With that said though, I say it's 2017. Because it was, as it says in the trailer, 30 years since all it happened. And the animatronic that shows up is Springtrap. Which, before we continue, I want to say FNAF 1 had Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, Foxy. Golden Freddy was a ghost. And of course there was this FNAF 2, which is Freddy, Chica, Toy Foxy, and of course
Toy Bonnie.
So basically the toys, and then there was the Wither animatronics. So with that said, I will say that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is 2017, FNAF 2 is 87, and FNAF 1 is in 2003. But what about FNAF 4? Because of a TV that said 1983 of Fredbear and Friends, it would indicate FNAF 4 was 1983. And to make things even easier, if you go into the sister's room in FNAF 4 in the minigame, and you saw the boy, it would indicate that there was a toy animatronic, like stuffed plushie, which might indicate that he might have been afraid of the animatronic because of something that happened to his sister, which is Elizabeth Afton, and the boy's Evan, not Gregory. Another time for security breach. With that said, it would indicate that he was afraid of the animatronics partly because of his sister's death and the nightmares he had from them, and his brother tormenting him, Michael. And it was Michael's fault. His brother died from the bite of 83 from Fredbear. Yeah, that's something he had to live for the rest of his life. Speaking of Michael, he is in FNAF 1. He is in FNAF 2 in a Fritz Smith, but that's debatable about canon. And Sis location. He was the guy that was small to go through the vents. And it happened somewhere after the closing of Fazbear Entertainment. Not Fredbear, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So it would indicate it happened somewhere after 87. Unless there was more reopenings, like maybe FNAF 1 opening in 93 if they had that timeline. But I'm going to say it was somewhere between 87 and 88, or after 1988. I'm going to say 1988 to be safe. And he goes into the vents a lot in Sis location. But I want to bring out that I hold the belief that he ends up becoming the second purple guy because of that incident. And what happened to the sister in FNAF 4? Elizabeth was taken in by Baby. After William Afton wanted someone to look for her and bring her back together, which is a similar line said in FNAF 4, he ends up becoming another purple guy because of the animatronic Innard, which is a mix of all the animatronics, Baby, Ballora, and the other animatronics they shut down. So here we are. We already got 5 down. 6-1. Freddy's Pizza Simulator. This indicates that FNAF 6 is real, and it was 2019 in my book because it happened 2 years after FNAF 3, and they tried to restart, but it was a trap by Henry Emily, who was the business partner of William Afton, and Scrap Trap, which was William Afton, was gone. So let's bring us down. The first time, 83, FNAF 4. Second, 87, which was FNAF 2. Number 3 is 88 or 89. I'm going to say one of the 88. Sister location. 2003 is FNAF 1. And 2017 is FNAF 3. And FNAF 6 is 2019. That's my theory. What do you guys think? Comment below. Now let's go to a series highlight on my channel. Something that is noticed a lot of over 100 episodes, my Wii Baseball series. Inspiration from multiple other YouTubers that I've done. I decided to do the series so that way I could enjoy what I do and I can have fun doing it. And I've also have over a lot of interesting rivalries with Rachel especially. I'll show a quick video of Wii Tennis real quick.
Oh, what? You gotta be kidding me!
They still hit it even though it would have gotten a free point regardless. I guess they felt bad for me, or that Rachel has a crush on my guy? I don't know. I'm taken, by the way, Rachel. I have a great, amazing woman, and her name is Holly. Yeah, that's how it all started. But ever since then, I like to troll and say, oh, she's after me, even though I have a girlfriend, which I do have a girlfriend, Holly Clark is a femme. Just want to point that out. And I want to also point out that, Wii Baseball is because I love Wii Baseball, and I love baseball myself in real life. It's one of my favorite sports. That's why I play the series. So check out the series if you haven't already. I'll put a card up there so that way you guys can check it out. With that said, that's my series highlight. Now a couple of YouTube advice. A couple of YouTube advice for you guys. Don't compare yourself to other YouTubers. Be yourself. Don't compare to how big numbers they got or views. Because some of the biggest YouTubers that have a big audience end up making a huge error or multiple and they fall. They fall hard and it costs them dearly. I know the names of YouTubers, but I won't say because say the name of a YouTuber or put a clip on there and then they copyright. I don't want to deal with that. But it comes to the point, stay true to yourself and be yourself. And don't just rely on just views, likes, and comments to help your channel. You need to make good quality content yourself, and you need to be able to rely on what you do as well. So basically, treat it like a two-way cycle, and you'll be able to do success on YouTube. That's all I got for now. If you guys like the advice, comment below. Anyway, that's it for the show. If you guys enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the merch. Uploads are every Monday for members at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and public Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll see you in the next episode of AJ Markle Show. I'm going to say goodbye for now. God bless you, Rock. Don't forget it.